Okay, and so the last question that I got asked off of that video about fear had to do with, why is this so important to me? Well, so a little bit about my story. So I chugged along through life. I, of course, never gave any of this any consideration. And then I got my first brain injury in 1998, and then, of course, when you can't walk or talk for 2 years, when you're finally able to really do very much, you're terrified that this is going to happen again. Now, I had no idea that that fear of worry about something happening again would be the start of, the end. I had no idea, none. And so by the time I was diagnosed with PTSD, I pretty much had no life. Yeah, I was scared to go anywhere because I never knew when one of those episodes would take place. I had to create like a hidden safe place so that I could go there to hide so nobody could find me, because of course in my PTSD I thought somebody was trying to kill me all the time. And so then that brought out the whole other side where, well, I am ready to kill back because I'm not going down. So then you don't trust yourself because you know what that feels like, and you know that you're capable of doing this. And so then that adds a whole nother dimension. Well, the day that I got told that, oh yes, there's nothing we can do to help with this. Well, you can take these drugs, of course, but this is just your life now. And I remember thinking, fuck, this is no life. Like, what do you mean this is my life now? Like, might as well be over. This is... So, as with everything in my life, it seems like it has to really be a big thing before I sit up and take notice or pay attention to it or whatever. So, I guess the universe was saying. So I went home and I thought, I don't want a life like this, so I have two choices, and end my life, or figure out how to fix it. And so I embarked on a journey to figure out how to fix it. And as I learned more things, and I was able to put them into practice, and I could see the improvements, then I started to get a deep hatred and resentment for the medical profession, because they were quite willing to leave me where I was at. Nothing they could do. And I discovered quite the contrary. And so in this journey, as with most everything in my life, when I find something that works, that little scientisty part of me wants to ensure that I can validate it. So that means I have to get other people to do the same thing so that I can ensure that it works for them too, because that's part of the validation. I want to make sure that it's just not a fluke. And so that whole journey, and up and down and through all those rabbit holes and everything else, is very near and dear to me, because bit by bit I got my life back. Bit by bit I began to learn about all of the processes that are all correlated and how it's all like a big domino effect. And so yes, it explained so many things for me. So many things. It explained why my lymphatics didn't work right. It explains why I had trouble with my liver. It explains why I have trouble with my digestive system. It just explained absolutely everything, and none of which was ever even inkled at by a medical professional. So, yeah. And so anyhow, that's why it's near and dear to me, and that's why I share it, and that's why it's such a big part of my Partner Up program, because we all deserve to be able to live the life that we were meant to live and not have to worry that something's going to embarrass us or take over or do anything so that makes us shield ourselves away from all of the beautiful people and events that we could be hanging out with otherwise. And so, yeah, so that's the scoops for me. And if it meant something to you and you can resonate with this, a like and a share will really help me out a lot. So thank you, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.